Good afternoon, traders. It's Simon here with your weekly review of audusd. So starting from the monthly chart, yet again we haven't broke down the 0.70 level. We tested it in January of this year. We've got an RSI of 0, so my confirmation at the moment is still bullish. I'm now looking for the lower time frames on the dailies and weeklies to see what we really have in regards to bullish sentiment. Now on the weekly chart we haven't really got much happening at the moment. We've got this downward sloping trend line here, but I'm going to draw another one in now, and that would be this one here now, linking all these highs together. I know it broke out there once, but it's pretty clean and pretty clear to see that downward sloping trend line is going to be quite key on the daily chart there. So I'm going to sync it to the daily chart now. Again, RSI has been 0 in the past and then obviously popped back up, but it hasn't really done nothing after that. MACD divergence, bullish back MACD divergence is in play on the weekly chart. So you can see here we're making higher lows here while making lower lows on the actual chart itself. So for me that does confirm there is some bullish sentiment coming into the marketplace. Now here we are. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking out this trend line. That was my original one. This is my weekly one here, so you can see now we can adjust out that. You could say it's like that, but I just feel like something like this would be a bit more sensible. 0.715 target would still be in play if you was going to hold this trade open for a bit longer than what it is now. We have gapped upwards at the moment from the weekend, so for me I am slightly bullish on this, but I don't see how you could put a decent trade in here. And the reason why that is because a pullback to 705 would always be possible. So if you didn't enter when I told you to enter several weeks back here, which you can see on this 1 hour chart here, this was my entry point, so I'm already in and out and done this trade already. You notice now for the last few weeks it's just chopped around, done nothing whatsoever. You can even draw some these highs, them highs there. Looks like it's breaking out of it, but for me personally I don't trust it. It's not a good enough trade now for me to enter this trade again. It's a breakout of this downward sloping trend line and a retest of 715. That's what I'll be looking for. If we get that, then I can definitely say 735 would be the trade. So it'd be something like this I'll be looking for. Something like this. Hopefully a stop like that. No, a 30 pip stop when you can target something like that for 5%. And that's what I'll be looking for. That kind of trade. So at the moment I'm sitting on my hands here. There are other Aussie pairs you could have traded last week, which I will go through now actually as well. So I actually entered a trade here a few weeks back. I'll show you that one as well. An Aussie CAD. There we are. So I entered on this this third test here. The break of that was on the 19th of March. So go back and show what that looked like. 19th of March is here. This candle here. So we had this free touch trend line like this, like that. That's what it's looking like, and I got on the third touch there and go up that way. I'm still in that trade now at the moment, and as you notice, I've got a second trade in. So what's happened on the 4 hour chart is this. Price chopped around this, like I say this is like a semi triangle here. Got a key level here at 948, and we broke out of it, chopped up, come down, but come down again. And what's happened is we tested this downwards upward sloping trend line again. I've got in on the trade again as a second trade, moved my stop on there to break even. So now this trade is running risk free. This trade has 1% risk on, but the total reward now for these trades together, targeting 97, is 6 plus 6 is 12.5% profit for my account there in 2 trades, of which there's only 1% risk. So that's a 12-to-1 ratio now on this trade, and we will see what happens there. There's also other pairs you could take with the Aussie. You could look at the Aussie Swiss, for example. Down here at the bottom, you had a couple of pet trades you could have taken there. Aussie Yen wasn't the greatest in the world. It was too choppy. Didn't like it at all. Aussie Kiwi I got stopped out on. This candle I got stopped out on. I was taking it up to the top there, and it's just unfortunate. I'll show that one as well quickly if I've got the thing for that. I don't think I actually have. Let's have a look. No, unfortunately I haven't got that. I'll tell you what, it stopped me out. It stopped me out on spread, quite literally. on one of these candles here. It stopped me out. It was by a couple of pips, so quite annoying it was. And yeah, it broke out massively to the upside. But yeah, you could have gone in, broke down there, and come back up again to see how Aussie dollar isn't the greatest in the world, but other Aussie pairs were fantastic to trade. Okay, guys, any questions? Give us a shout. Take